Okay, so welcome everyone to our Study Abroad podcast series. So today we have Aastha, who is studying in Canada. So we'll be knowing about her journey from India to Canada. So welcome Aastha to our podcast.
Thank you, Vishal. Thank you so much for having me.
So Aastha, when was the very first time you thought that there is something like abroad where you should explore the things?
Um, it's kind of interesting because since I was child, I always knew that I am not going to study in India. But honestly, when I came to realize that this is the only thing that I want to do was when I was in my 10th standard. So yes, in 10th I think that I will go here, and fortunately, I was lucky to come here. So yes.
Okay, sure. So when you decided that you will go abroad, what were the countries, courses, and things were going in your mind where you had the confusion to decide and how you decided that?
Okay. So I'm an interior design student, and it is like at first I thought I will go in European countries like Italy or UK, but then I have realized that the cost of living over UK or European countries is generally high. So then I shifted towards Western, more like America and Canadian countries. So yes, and Canada is also very great for design students, like especially Toronto, Vancouver, and my college is very well reputed when it comes to design. So yes, that is how I came to choose Canada only.
Okay, sure. So you applied to only Canadian colleges when you were applying?
At first, I applied to UK and Italy. Uh, Honestly, my heart was towards Italy. I really wanted to go to Italy, but the thing is, they want 13 years of education, and I just completed my grade 12th in India. So I need one more year of like diploma or any certificate courses to go to Italy basically. And I did not have that much time in my hand. So yes, that is why I chose, Canadian countries.
So you are doing masters right now, right?
No, 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 not masters. I am doing diploma.
Oh, okay. You are doing diploma right now. So it's like after 12th only you came to Canada.
Yes, yes, correct.
Okay. And that's where, like in Italy, they needed one more year of formal education, but you had, let's say, one less
Yeah,
year. So,
yeah,
the Canada
exactly,
became the
exactly.
obvious choice. Okay.
Mhm.
Great. Okay. So, was how many colleges did you apply ultimately? Like in Canada, also like one or two college or just one?
No, just one, just this Conestoga college I have applied to, and I was fortunate enough to get into it. So just one college.
Okay. So that's great. I mean, you were put pinpoint pretty much to one college. You applied to one college and
Yes.
you got through one college.
Yay.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I mean, people who can
Yeah.
have so much clarity or can take so much risk are usually, I salute them.
Mhm. I'll say that at first, like before applying to colleges, I try to go into different websites of the universities and just try to like look at the career opportunities and the basically course outline. What will be they teaching me? So I really found the Conestoga ones is like pretty good. Even now, I'm studying and I'm in my first semester. They are like just teaching everything that you will need to be an industry expert. So I really like this program, and at first I will like say student needs to go to the websites of the universities, everything will be listed over there. Then you can choose which university you want to go and which you don't want to go.
On your LinkedIn, you have mentioned that you were a computer science student and then you switched to design. So you're a computer science student in 11th, 12th, you mean?
Yes, I did vocational. It is not quite popular in India, IT and CS.
Okay, sure. So once you decided about Canada and Conestoga College, you had to go through visa and like accommodation, visa and other things. So how did the visa thing go for you?
For me, it was quite smooth. I did not face any difficulties as my grades from grade 12 was also very good, and also my profile was generally very quite good, and also IELTS and everything. So I did not face any difficulty. It was quite smooth and like, but like me.
And you had to show like funds for like 2, 3 years in your bank account.
Not 2 3 years, like just 6 months, 6 months of funds.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. So 6 months of funds is enough to get the Canada visa. And how much time did it take? The
Yes.
whole process of Canada visa from, let's say, the document collection to all the application and receiving the visa.
Mhm. So I don't exactly remember the exact timeline, but I'll say like 2.5 to 3 months. That's all it takes.
Okay, okay, sure. And once you got the visa, you had to book a flight and also book an accommodation. How did you pin down to the choices you had?
Um, for the flights, I'll say first. I try to find the cheapest price because generally the flights to Canada is like will cost you around 1 lakhs or 1.5 lakh in general. But my flights were Ethiopian Airlines, and it was very good. So I just my intention was to find a flight which is cheaper and more affordable, and I think more students want to find flights like that. And for the accommodation, the airline itself was providing the accommodation, so yes.
And the accommodation in Canada, like the place you were studying, you booked a hostel or
Oh,
something?
that.
How did you?
No, 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 no. I am right now in Condor rooms. So I I've just went to Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. You can find everything over there, because I'm not sure. Like India, we are tend to go to Marketplace to find things, but over here it is quite popular. Everything will be listed over there. So I find a room by in India only. I just searched rooms in Canada, and yes, that is how I selected.
Okay, okay. And when you did fly to Canada, this was your first international flight, or you have been before here and there?
No, international first, yes. First international flight for me.
And did you fly with like bunch of people? Somebody accompanied you?
No, I was all alone.
Okay. And so how was this solo journey for you? Was it hectic, nervous? How was the experience like?
Honestly, I was not nervous at all because I consider myself a social butterfly. So I was all alone at first, but then I made some friends and I still talk to them. So it was great experience actually. This was my very first time traveling without my friends or my family. So it was good experience.
So you learned a bit of a leadership skill when you were doing solo trip?
Not much, but I'll say yes, a little bit.
Sure, sure. And once you landed in Canada, what were the initial shocks, surprises that you were very like shocked about, or like pleasant surprises kind of first few days?
First few days, I was like my head was full with like jet lag and everything. So, but the cultural shock and the shock I will talk about is there are not enough people over here. Like when we are in India, we hear like there are a lot of people, there are a lot of Indians and this and that. But I will not say that is true, because once I landed, I realized that there's not much people. Like in general, the general population is not much, because in India, like you will see people, you will go in the road, so you will see. So that was the first shock that I you know saw. And after that, also the weather can be tough if you are a person who is sensitive and who is a person who cannot handle like extreme weather. So yes,
Sure, sure. Did
these two
you
things.
also encounter a case when you were trying to cross a road and all the cars stopped for you?
Yeah, that I was about to mention, that it was like different, because in India we just cross the road, that's it. But here we have to just push the button first and wait for for the time to come. And also, I the thing I like about Canada, because I recently came here, I don't have any vehicle to travel, I have to take the public transportation. So it's very good that the vehicle owners just prioritize the pedestrians first, so it's quite safe in that case as well.
You felt very respected that way. In India, you would have been run
Yes.
down on, right?
Yeah. Yes, that's so true.
At least a good honking for you.
Yes, yes, yes. Also about the honking, Canada is like so peaceful. People just don't honk, and I respect that. I love that thing about Canada.
Yeah, yeah. Most developed countries have this honking seen as a abuse. So most people will
Yes,
avoid this honking in general unless they want to abuse you.
yes, yes. That's so true. That's so true.
Sure, sure. And once you came to your accommodation and all, you have to also adjust to this cooking, cleaning, laundry, etc. So which of those were the hardest for you?
All of them. I'm still adjusting, and today was my cleaning day. I did not do anything by now. I should have done it, but yes, it's hard. Like if you don't have, like I always used to live with my parents. I have no experience of living in hostel or alone, or in PG in general. So it was hard for me because I have to learn how to cook, how to clean, how to manage my time, how to study, how to sleep. Everything is just will be a burden for you at first, but eventually I think the everything will be go in flow. So yes.
So this study abroad experiences will make everyone a strong, independent person eventually.
I will recommend every student that you should step out of your home. Like even if you want to study in India also or Canada, let's say, you have to step out of your home, because in that way only you will learn what a true world looks like, what you need to learn, what things that you should do, what should you not do. So it's very important. So I'm very grateful that I chose to come here, and I'm very lucky about it. I feel very humble and grateful about it.
Sure, sure. And I think, usually when people stay home, they tend to get pampered with lot of things, etc. These
Yes,
days,
it's true.
most people are having
I
one.
also would, yes, I would also love to share a story time over here, if that's okay.
Yeah, yeah, please.
That's okay. Okay. So yesterday only, I was talking to my mother over a video call, and she was asking my brother that please have food, and my brother shouted like I will say in Hindi to just make the impression. मुझे मत बताओ मैं खा लूंगा जब मुझे खाना है. And that moment I felt so bad because over here I was talking to her and I was hungry. I had to make the food. I was feeling so sleepy and I had to do assignments as well. So I'll also say just be humble to your parents as well, because once you come, you will just realize that how important they are and how pampered you are once you will step out of your home.
Sure, sure. Your brother is younger to you,
No, he's elder actually, but
so that way
yes,
it would
I
have felt, even worse that he's elder and then he's still getting the pampered.
no, it's like I think I was same. I was the same when I was with my parents, but once I came here, I realized that no, I have to like. Then I felt more sad and emotional, like how much the parents were doing for us. Still, they are doing. So yes, that is the
Correct, correct.
point that I also want to mention.
So we appreciate our parents and our family more once we are, staying
Yes,
away from
yes,
them.
that's so true. That's so true.
Sure, sure. And once you started your college for few days, few weeks initially, how do you see the education system of, let's say, India versus Canada from your eyes?
See, I am not being biased. I will not give you biased answer. But honestly, the education system of here in Canada, I don't know about other countries. All right, so here it's like pretty good because they are not just focusing. I don't even have to read books. I don't even have books. All the things that I will be taught by my teachers or professors, and also the first thing I would like to mention that the professor, they are also working in industry, so they are not just teachers, they're also the industrial experts. So they have the current law knowledge, what is going on. And apart from that, the you will get materials, and everything you will get is like in college. And in general, the uh, course outline, course structure aligns with the other subjects as well, so it's pretty good. I'm feeling when I was back in India, learning was so boring for me. For me, it was boring. But now, once I came to Canada, I realized that it doesn't have to be that boring. It can be fun, but that will only be possible if the course or the the way of teaching is interactive to students.
Sure, sure. And did you also try any part-time job or internship so far?
Yes, I'm also like currently. I'm doing part-time job, and for the internships I'm trying to find a design internship. I'm so sorry, I'm fumbling. I am trying, but let's see, let's hope for the best. But yes, I am doing part-time jobs, and I will say it's like nowadays it's quite hard for a student for a part-time to find a part-time job. But yes, if you have the skills and you have the experience of something similar that you want to do, then it's fine.
And how did you find these part-time jobs so far?
Just LinkedIn. I was trying to find jobs on LinkedIn or Monsters, and Indeed. There are several platforms where you can find jobs, and also you have to draw physical resume as well, if you can do that, because that will expand the horizon to give you the job. Yeah.
Sure, sure. And what are your future goals?
My future goals, like I am right now a design student, and I want to be an interior designer so bad. I did not realize it when I was pursuing my vocational IT, but now I do. So yes, I want to be a great designer one day that will help people to renovate their homes and more affordable prices.
Sure, sure. So any recommendation for the younger yourself?
Yes, I have one or two things that I would really like to say. That first thing that I've also mentioned before, that is be humble, be generous to people. And also, once you will come here, you will feel a little bit more overwhelmed because you will not have your parents or friends or anybody in general to talk to. Just be humble, just go outside, exercise. That's the first thing I will say. It's very important. And the second thing I will say, if you're planning to come here or come anywhere in general, just learn how to survive, learn the basic necessity, basic skills like cleaning, cooking. Yes.
Sure, sure. Any recommendation on LinkedIn? When did you create your LinkedIn account?
I think it has been more than 3 years. So yes.
So what should school student start the LinkedIn account probably?
I'll recommend, yes, they should, because even though you will not be, if you're not looking for a job, that's okay, but you will find different things that are going in the industry. So I will highly recommend that.
Yeah, and they can obviously follow people, relevant people, and
Yes, yes.
get in
And
touch.
also, you can ask questions. Like you can follow a expert or industrial like person who is doing the same thing. Then you can ask him or her the question. They will love to answer. And I think this is very great when it comes to LinkedIn, because you get to connect with the people.
Sure, sure, sure. Thank you,
Mhm.
Asta, for your time and sharing your insights. And we hope this discussion will help some juniors now. So take care. Have a good day.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.